Hey everybody. I remember years ago when I first tried the MagMod system, I kind of loved it. Because I don't know, it was just the ease of use, I think. And the thing I was most excited about was this. But, I'm maybe 8 weeks in, this thing was completely yellowed. It was just, and I don't know, and it did add quite a bit of weight. I mean, when you put this on your camera, it added weight. And the new MagMod 2 is here. And I gotta say, this is lighter. It's thinner. It holds up pretty well. I don't know if it's gonna yellow just like the other one. I'm guessing it probably will. And that really bothers me. So I'm hoping I can get that out of my head and just, deal with it. I'm sure it doesn't affect the pictures that much, but the light that this throws off, even if I do this handheld like I normally do, like I normally shoot, or put this on my camera. I did throw it on the camera last night, just took a quick shot and was, pleasantly surprised. I know Gary Fong has his, and his doesn't yellow, but it looks like a piece of Tupperware. It's heavy and it's awkward. So I never liked it. I like the output from it. It was great output, but I just didn't like the aesthetic and having to carry it around. Okay, so next thing, they said this is 40% lighter, I think, and this is 30% lighter. For the round head, yes, it goes on here. Yes, it fits just fine. And I did try the gel, which I don't know if I have one here. Let me just check. Sorry, I found a blue one. If I want to use my gels instead of getting their gel system, because I know they're expensive, not that these are much cheaper. This does go on here. Like when you first put it on, it like fights against the magnets that are on there, but you can actually put it on and see, it'll get like hooked up, but you can just pull it over. So it does work. The regular gels that you have will work with this, or you can just get their gel system. That's fine too. Now, getting this piece of rubber on this round head, I would like to say it's, easy, because I don't want to sound like a wimp, but I literally had my daughter hold the flash head while I tried to get this on. Now, I got it on my own, but I had her hold it because it was slightly crooked. It would drive me insane if this thing was not even, and I'm sure it's still not now, but it's close. But it was like, turned, and that would drive me nuts. But getting this on a round head was absolute positive torture. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Once you get this on, you aren't taking it off. Now, the thing is, I wanted to try the smaller flash with this system, because would love if this would just do the job with this flash. I know it's going to be big and awkward on here, but this is so much lighter, and if this works the way I expect it to, but I'm not taking this thing off. My plan was to throw it on last night because I had this with me, and I didn't have this one with me. So my plan was to throw this on, and I'm thinking, I'll just try it, and then I'll take it off and put it on this one. No way in hell. I'm waiting. I have a couple more coming, so I'm waiting for that, and then I'm going to try it on the V350 and see if it's too loose, which I can't imagine after trying to get it on here. But it just may be, because it's it's not made for something this small. But we'll try it anyway. But I'm going to take a couple shots of this in the studio today with this and show them to you. I'll close the blind and stuff, or just leave it open and do some fill light with it. Right on top of camera. I just want to see how it is, and I'll do a couple, with a stand and so forth. Remember, this won't soften your flash. Bigger softens. This will diffuse your flash, which means you won't have the specular highlights or the harsh specular that you would just with a bare bulb. But overall, like out of box kind of thing, they did do a great job with this. I'm praying that the yellowing doesn't happen. but I'm sure it will because, you know, just looking at it now, and this is brand new out of box, I can see a little bit of yellowing, and I don't know if you can see it on the YouTube camera, but there's a little bit of yellowing starting, and it hasn't even been used yet. So I guess it's just the nature of the beast with this kind of rubber. But anyway, I'll do a couple shots, show them to you, nothing major, but you know, I do love the MagMod system. I think even with round heads, it's needed and a great system for, you know, no matter what you shoot, because it does do great modifications. Oh yeah, I got a grid with this too. I think this is the starter kit. This is the grid. I don't see much of a difference in this as in the old ones. I'm sure there is. They said there is, but you know. Anyway, I'll do a couple shots and show you, and we'll go from there. Anyway, have a great day, and I promise when I get the other one in, which will probably be tomorrow, I will try it on here and let you know how it works or if it works at all. Anyway, have a great day.
So the first thing I wanted to do was grab the MagSphere and just throw it right on top of the camera. So, you know, outside of the studio, so it wasn't a controlled environment, and just play with it. I mean, here I was just bouncing it off the wall to the left of me. You know, so you get the light coming from the MagSphere, of course, and then the bounce off the wall. And I just played. You know, like I said, I've used these before, but this lighter one, it is a little bit lighter. But, you know, when you add it to the flash, it's still, you know, the flash is heavy, that's a little bit heavier. It adds weight. But the quality of light is actually really good. I appreciated the quality of light, and for events, this thing is fabulous because, I mean, you really can just throw this on top of your camera and not have off-camera lighting and so forth in 90% of the cases. Now here I just went in the studio, took it off camera, threw it on a light stand, and just did some shots. You know, just fun stuff. The next thing I want to do is I put one on the V1C because I couldn't take that thing off, like I said before. But then I did put them on the V350s as well. I'm using the Mag Bounce here and then two MagSpheres, one on either side of the model. Now, you can see the big gap behind this when I pull around behind this. You know, so yeah, it is really big for that little V350, but it works. So, you know, and I don't think it's going to throw too much light outside the back, but in any case, you know, it's much lighter weight flash. So it's probably half the weight of the V1. Anyway, so I'm going to throw the model in the middle of this. I'm just using the Mag Bounce for main and then the two side lights. And, you know, this is the results I got. So it's a really nice little run and gun studio that you can do anywhere. The light quality is great. And I did play a lot, you know, because I wasn't used to them. I haven't had them for a while, so I really had to do some fine adjusting to get them just right. But in a pinch, they work great. And, you know, here I just threw the dark background up really to, you know, stress the lights out even more. The shade was closed the whole thing, so there wasn't any ambient light mixing in with this at all. These are straight from the flashes. And they are two V350s in the back and the V1 up front. And this is the results I got. So, you know, pretty happy with them. The photos look great and a lot of fun to use too.